Good morning and welcome to Wake Up Real Estate. Michelle hid Ryan's leg. So no leg this morning to remind you to smash the bell and the like button and any other buttons you can. Oh boy. To be notified of new sessions like this and to stay plugged in to the Wake Up Real Estate show.
If I can't have the leg, I'm going to have Oleg.
All right, there you go. Can't have the leg. You got to have Oleg. Welcome. Today is Tuesday, October 3rd, which means it's a texting Tuesday. I have a script that you can all swipe and deploy. It is one that you can use in a bunch of different ways. And it's one that I used this morning on a segment of my seller database. And I've already had numerous conversations, positive conversations, some negative ones too. It's always going to happen. Every time you broadcast communicate using a text script or some other communication is the opportunity to clean up your database, right? To clean out the riffraff, to remove folks that either already transacted, which is a bummer, or are never going to transact with you. Either way is totally fine. The Wake Up Real Estate Show is brought to you by thanks.io. You should try the Just Listed, Just Sold service, justlistedjustsold.com. Brian, go ahead.
I was going to say justlistedjustsold.com, brought to you by Thanks.io. We got to get more people using that because it's working well. It's just I haven't done a good job of promoting it. So.
It's working well, and it's really so easy to use. So easy to use. Super simple. And maybe later this week, actually, let's do this Friday. Let's check in on some of the mail campaigns that I've sent over the last couple of weeks because the results have been really encouraging. The show is also brought to you by the virtual mortgage providers here at NEXA Mortgage. And there's information on both of those sponsors in the description below. There's also the text script, which I will share and we'll add more to in the document below. Before we get into that, though, Ryan, I think you said you have a social post of the day.
Yes. So it's a text social post. We've been doing that on Texting Tuesday. So it's just a simple text home value report to that number. And I'm thinking that it might be less than you think. For the last 5 years, it's been more than you think. But let's go with a little bit more fear in the messaging. So I don't know. Figured I'd give this a shot. I'll throw this image on the images page in Wake Up Real Estate if you guys want to grab it. I intentionally left it just generic, so anybody could just take that and upload it if you want to your site.
Well, Pam, good morning. Mark, good morning. Charla, good morning. Mike, good morning. Along those lines, before we pivot to the text script, along the lines of the might be less than you think. I was every morning or most weekday mornings before I get on the show, there are two videos that I like to check out. One is the National Real Estate Post or Mortgage Shots, and the other one is the update by our number one wholesale lender. And today on the National Real Estate Post, they shared an idea that I actually made a note for myself to come back to next week to use in following up with my database, which is the idea of selling high and buying low. What I mean is this: if you have people who are currently in a home that's in the median price range, we talked a little bit about this yesterday. If you have someone that's in the median price range, most likely they can still sell very high. Okay. All things, I know that's a relative term, but generally speaking, the median or the average home price, there's still a ton of demand and very little inventory. And if they are or have been thinking about trading up, they can most likely, quote unquote, buy low. So at least, and again, you got to verify in your own market. But in my market here, if I have a client that has a home in the $250,000 to $400,000 range, there is going to be a ton of activity and most likely be able to sell over asking and waiving all the whatever. And if we are trading into, say, a new build, a single family new build in the $600 to $800 range, we're going to be able to get a good deal. All things being equal, it's all relative, I suppose, but we're going to be able to negotiate with the builder to buy down the rate or to pay for the closing costs or a discount off the original list price, any number of those things, right? So the idea being sell high, buy low, sell high, buy low. And when the other piece of this is, and we don't know exactly what's going to happen over the next 12 months. But the reality is when you combine election and possible recession, most likely rates are going to come down, which means you can sell high, buy low, and potentially see appreciation on your new higher priced property. Anyway, that may be a way for you to have some conversations with folks in your database that have a median or average priced home in your market who've been thinking about trading up. Yeah. So this is a good point. This is a follow up to what I had said earlier. The occasional FU means your stuff is getting delivered. It's a good response to clean up, right? Yes, it does. If you get a bunch of, for example, this morning I got a bunch of stops and a bunch of unsubscribes, etc., which means the message actually made it to their messenger or their text inbox. So that's good. Speaking of which, let's dig into the text script for today. Now,
what you got?
What's that?
I said, what you got?
Yeah. So
I'm providing filler, Josh, just to throw you off. I'm saying something here and there.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and I hate talking over you. When I listen to these back, I'm always like, oh, I missed something he said. Anyway, I get excited and I talk fast and then I talk loud, and that doesn't help either. Anyway, one of my favorite resources that I use on a regular basis and highly recommend. There's basically like 5 marketing related tools and resources that I highly recommend and use often. And listings to leads is one of them. You can get a free trial at growwithjosh.com/L2L for listings to leads. And it's L, the number 2L. We'll probably get it scrolling here or get it added to the description, whatever the case may be. With your account, any level of account, you can, they have a branded 100-point marketing plan. It's like 26-page PDF. It's really sharp looking. And in fact, since I brought it up, I'll show what it looks like here. Can I find it quickly and easily? Here it is. Okay. It's very, it's nice looking, it's eye-catching, etc. Okay. You can make your own. Okay. The reality is you could make your own. And I have a version of this, honestly, that I did make on my own, but it was just easier to just use what's already here. Okay. So I've got this report and I've used the report as an offer to my database to engage with them. You could use anything. You could use any report. You could have put together a curated list of, for example, what I'm going to do tomorrow, I think anyway, with the buyer segment of my list is offer a curated list of quick move new builds. Curated list of quick move new builds. And I'm going to tease or engage them using this similar process. Okay. So the script is this: morning, first name. We just put together a 100-point marketing plan to help Central PA home sellers get top dollar. Would you like me to send you a copy? LMK, thanks. Okay. Morning, first name. We just put together a 100-point marketing plan to help Central PA home sellers get top dollar. Would you like me to send you a copy? Let me know. Thanks. Okay. Again, that framework, you could put, any number of things, right? And one of the reasons why I love listings to leads is they have dozens of different reports. So they've got reports on top 12 mistakes to avoid when selling your home. They've got a report about the 5 dangers of overpricing your home. They've got a downselling, but they've got all kinds of reports. You could use that here, or again, you could just curate a list. I just put together a curated list of all the waterfront properties available right now here in Central PA. Would you like me to send you the list? Let me know. Thanks. Now, why am I not just giving them the list? Why not just give it, or in this case, the PDF, right? I could do that. Okay. I could do that, but I had the time and wanted the ability to follow up with the ones that say, yes, I'd like a copy, or sure, send me. And so the flow that I've followed is if they said sure or yes or whatever, something affirmative or positive, I then confirm, hey, is this the right email to send you the report or the PDF? What does that do? Number one, it makes sure that we have the best email. 3 of the ones that said, yes, please send it, gave me a different email than we had in KB Core, right? So now I have a better email. They're going to get my weekly email newsletter. They're going to get the market report that I set them up on. They're going to get if they're on search alerts, whatever, it's actually going to land in their real inbox, not the one that they just put, for junk email. Okay. So then I email them and I go back and I confirm, hey, I just emailed it to you. You may have to check your spam or junk folder because there is a PDF attachment. And in the email, I'm asking another qualifying question, which is, are you thinking about selling before the end of the year? Are you thinking about selling before the end of the year? Okay. So it's a multi-step. You're getting them on multiple platforms. You're delivering value. Okay. You're demonstrating that you're different and unique in the kind of value you provide. And so far, I don't know how many positive responses I've gotten, but it's somewhere between, I've emailed, I don't know, like 10 people, which isn't a huge amount. I texted like 1,000, right? So that's only a 1% positive response rate. But also that's 10 people that said, yes, I'd like to see how to sell my home for top dollar. Like, that's a pretty targeted audience that may be looking to sell here in the near future. And actually, several of them told me, their timeline, their time frame that they're looking to sell on. So I have that information now. And several of them, I added notes or scheduled calls to follow up to make sure that I follow through on whatever timing. So, if they told me, not until next spring, I'm going to make a note to follow up after the first of the year. Hey, are you still thinking about selling this spring? The email version of this, right? Because only I said I texted about 1,000. The email is going out to about 2,500. Okay, because some of them either they have the number in the system is a landline, or they unsubscribe to text or whatever. The subject line for that is, would you like a copy? First name, question mark. Would you like a copy? First name, question mark. And then the body, morning, first name. And I took this script from Listings to Leads. We recently completed a review of real estate marketing for selling homes here in Central PA, benchmarked against best practices from across the country. From this review, we created a detailed 100+ point home marketing plan to help Central PA homes get sold for top dollar in this changing market. And then here's the transition. Would you like a copy of the 26-page PDF report/plan? Let me know. Thanks. Okay. And that is scheduled to go out tomorrow morning. Quite honestly, because the email scheduler in KB Core is jacked up and you can't schedule same day sends. Anyway, point here is you could use this with any number of different reports, PDFs, etc. Maybe you are a member with Keeping Current Matters. Okay, they every season they do an updated home seller guide and home buyer guide. Well, and they're beautiful and they're branded and it's great content, and you could use that and tease that. Hey, I've just put together our fall Central PA home sellers guide. Would you like a copy? Something like that. Okay. Again, you could do curated lists, any number of ways that you could use this idea. The document that I was referencing is in the description on whatever platform you're watching. It's also in the members area, the free forever members area at wakeup.realestate with all of our other scripts and templates. And as I use that example today in different ways, we'll add those to the document and you'll have them as well. All right. Yeah, I was talking a while there. Ryan, do you have anything else for the good of the group today?
No, not today. Just working on a new phone number for us here. But we'll talk about that tomorrow. No, nothing big today.
Okay. So housekeeping items. Tomorrow is What's Working Now, Wednesdays. What's Working Wednesdays. And I want to share, I've teased this a couple of times. I'm going to share a video lead ad, okay? A Facebook lead ad where the media is a video from our buddy Andrew Robinson. And I ripped off and duplicated it. So I'm going to share those. And then on Thursday, we'll show you some of the tech tips and tools to make a video similar to that one for those who want to R&D it for them, for yourself. And then, so that's our tech tip. And then Friday, we're going to do some follow-up. We'll share some of the results from the thanks.io mailers that I've been sending over the last couple of weeks. And, how many, check out scan rates and response rates and some of the templates there, because there's been some different templates, and see, if there's anything we can take away as far as, what's getting better response, etc. If you have a client or clients who need some financing help, our mortgage team continues to be talking with many of, we have many appointments every day. We're keeping our folks busy, taking applications, working applications, following up and following through. And we'd love to chat with you. You can text HELP to 866-973-4009, or honestly, you can text anything to that number, and somebody on the team will get back to you and follow up ASAP. One other housekeeping item: tomorrow at 1 is our weekly mastermind. Our weekly mastermind, they're totally free. They're more interactive. You can hop on Zoom with us. We're going to continue the Coat Drive promotion and marketing, and I want to dig into some other different marketing tests that I've been running and creating and testing, so that you can all R&D those. You can register for free at wakeup.realestate/MM. Wakeup.realestate. Yep, /MM. Mark's going to, he says time to go dance. So I guess Mark's going to go get down.
Listing
Texting Tuesday dance of some kind.
He's listing a dance hall. Yeah,
all right,
he's listing a dance hall.
Anyway, good stuff. Short and sweet today. Use the text script, and we'll see you back here tomorrow, same time, same place.
Thanks, guys.